Raphael Dangerfield.
Alright there, welcome back to Chris's Cambodian kitchen, and I'm going to show you, as promised, the nicest butter toffee popcorn. This is as good as, if not better, than the stuff you get in the bags for about £6 a pack. You know, we've all had people make popcorn at home and they go, yeah, popcorn, anyone? Everyone's like, yeah, and it comes out and everyone's like, oh, so disappointing, horrible, like little bits of cardboard with sugar sprinkled on top of it. Right, to make this, you're going to need, like, I'm only going to make enough for one, for me to have enough for one. You're going to mess around with the quantities because that's how it works around here. You're going to need some popping corn. You're going to need a knob of butter. You're going to need some granulated or caster, or if you want to use something like Demerara or something's up to you, but to get it perfect, I perfected it with just normal granulated. A pinch of salt and a bit of bicarb. Right, put on the pan. In the pan, I'm going to put some sunflower oil. I've tried corn oil, I've tried a few different ones. Sunflower seems enough. Now I'm literally just putting enough to almost coat the bottom of the pan there. Can you see that? Not loads. Move that around a bit. It moves around better when it's heated up. But I'm gonna turn that down once it's got hot, but just to heat it up a bit quicker. I've also got my trusty spatula at the ready. We'll need that. The key with this recipe, and I imagine with popcorn in general, is timing. There's two elements where you've got to get the timing right. Now that oil's warmed up a bit, I'm going to turn that down to about there. I'm going to pour in the corn. I'm going to put my lid on. I'm going to give it a shake so that it all gets covered in that oil, or a little thin coating of it. And then I'm just going to wait and let the magic begin.
Non più tra I farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girano, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto d'amor.
Right, I can hear them starting to pop now slightly, so I'm going to lower the heat so that I don't get any burnt bits on the bottom. You know, it's plenty hot enough. Can you hear it? Magic, isn't it? It's like music. It's like the rain coming down on delicious tongue heaven. Oh my gosh. Give it a little shake. Oh my god. Bang, 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 bang. Turn that down a little bit more. There you go. That's almost probably about it. Right. I'm going to turn it off now. You might get one or two come out, which will be much fun when I get oil all over my naked chest. Okay, oh, what fun we had. So they're still going a little bit. Just make sure there's no remainers. Right, I've got a little sieve here, but you can use a bowl or anything, obviously. Pour them in there. Oi, that is hot. And there you go, look, I've got no whole kernels, nothing to break anyone's teeth on, and the popcorn is fine. So now put that out of the way. We'll be coming back to it. Right, now I get my lovely little wok. Give it a little wipe. Ta-da! Obviously you can use a normal frying pan, you don't need a wok. Put that on an average heat. Now this is the trick. When you put your sugar in, that's how much I've got, probably a bit too much, a little bit of water. Not loads, just enough to sort of wet it. That's probably a little bit too much there, but too late now. And the trick is, if you can get that level, the trick is now, this is your next bit of timing. Because what you want to do, you you want to boil the water out of it, because usually you can just melt your sugar here and put your butter in it. But I find it's almost impossible not to burn the sugar, and that's the last thing you want, because then every bit of popcorn tastes burnt. So that's starting to boil a little bit now. So we're going to boil off the water, and just as it's on the turn, just as it starts taking on a slight amber colour, that's the sugar burning because all the water's left. I'm going to turn it down a little bit because it seems to be happening very rapidly.
Non più tra I farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girano.
Okay, starting to change colour. I'm good. Right, butter in, heat off. Move that around in there. Big amount of butter for that amount of sugar, not a problem. This isn't meant to be a low fat dish. This isn't a healthy food. Make sure that's all nicely in there. Salt and bicarb. Stir that quickly, and that's what makes it go like a little foam. That'll be the bicarb. Maybe the last bit. And then you've got to get rapid. Get that back. Get your pan. And as you pour from here, pour a bit of that. And then as you pour a bit of that. And as you pour a bit of that. So it's spread out in the mix. And then quickly get stirring.
Non più tra I farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girano.
So I'm just making sure they're all getting a decent little coat of that. I'll give you a little preview. There. Now, leave that for about 5 minutes, come back to it, and then stir it again.
5 minutes later.
Okay, that should be about 5 minutes. I use the time to get my washing up done, so that's always an option. So you'll see it's all, look, it's all sort of pretty much stuck together there. Not a problem. Around the edge, down the middle. Break it all up. You obviously don't want to break it up too much. Now I know this won't look as good on camera because I took a photo of it the other day and the colours are all bleached out. But pour that into a nice bowl. And there you have, absolutely delicious, just fantastic.
Non più tra I
Look at that.
farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girano. Delle belle turbante al riposo.
There you go, give it a go and let me know how you get on with it. See you again.
Sweet bit, sweet mama, sweet bit, sweet mama.